Good morning, boys and girls. How are you? I hope you had a nice weekend. Let's do our good morning song. Let's open up our windows and let me sing our good morning song. Sing along with me if you've learned it already. Look through the window and who do I see but Carter and Frankie and Joey looking back at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Look through the window and who do I see but Luca and Madison and Otto looking back at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Last time, look through the window, and who do I see but Penny and Ryan and Sean looking back at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Good morning, boys and girls. I hope that you're doing the rest of your morning circle work at home, your flag salute and your God Bless America and your calendar and your weather. I hope you're doing that every day too with your families. So today I wanted to talk to you about spring getting closer and closer. Well, it's here, but it's getting warmer and warmer out, and today should be a lovely day for you. Yesterday wasn't so good. It was a little rainy, and Saturday too, but it should be nice today. So I hope you can get out and enjoy spring. Spring reminds us that new life comes, and that's why Easter is celebrated in spring, because Easter is a holiday about new life and reminds us that God gives life to everything, to the plants and to the trees, the grass, the animals. He wakes up the earth, and that's why we have Easter. We remember that God gives everything life. So Easter is a very joyful time to rejoice, think of life, think how blessed we are, and be appreciative of that. So we want to take care of all the wonderful things that God gave us, our families, our homes, the planet, the animals outside. So Easter is a very special time for that, a very joyful time. To be joy-filled or joyful is super big, way bigger than just happy. So let's be joyful. Let's be joyful about springtime and Easter. Also, you're doing a new letter this week. You're starting the letter U. Let's write the letter U. So when you do your rainbow letter tomorrow, you know how to do it. It's an easy one. And we always start where? At the top. We're going to go to the top. We're going to go down and back up. Pretty easy, right? Again, start at the top, go down and back up. And one more time, start at the top, go down, loop around, and go back up. Super easy letter. But the one thing about the letter U, it's one of those vowels. And if you remember, vowels have two sounds. So you can say its name, U, like unicorn, or it can say the sound like umbrella. So when we sing our song, our letter song, we have to say both sounds. So let's do that together. Remember, we make them snap. Ready? The U says U or The U says U or Every letter has a sound. The U says U or Again, the U says U or The U says U or Every letter has a sound. The U says U or So sing that a couple more times at home. Remember, the two sounds for a vowel, U like unicorn or like umbrella. Same letter, two different sounds. So let me see what else I have for you today. I wanted to read you a story, a cute story about, I said it rained a lot over the weekend. And remember last week I told you that as spring comes, it rains a lot so that the animals wake up and the plants get a big drink after being dry all winter. We didn't get much snow this winter, so they absolutely need a big drink of water. So this is a really cute story. Also, some signs of Easter are baby animals, because they're new life also. Baby chicks and eggs, butterflies, and baby bunnies. We see lots of bunnies at Easter. So I thought this was a nice book because it taught us about springtime and baby animals. So let's read Rabbits and Raindrops. And if you look here, this is a little tiny rabbit's nest. And they make their nests out of grass, and the mom bunny pulls some of her fur out and she lines the nest so it keeps the baby bunnies really warm and safe in there. You might find them in your bushes. Sometimes if you have some ground cover plants like Pachysandra, you might find a little bunny nest in there. If you do, don't touch them. Mother rabbit sits by her nest under a hedge at the edge of the lawn. There's those little baby bunnies. They came out. Her 5 babies are ready to climb out of the nest for the first time. They're very curious. They're super cute, and they all stay together very close to their mom. Mother rabbit hops out into the bright sunshine, onto the green grass. See, she checks it out first, and there's the baby bunnies back here waiting for their mom to tell the babies that it's okay to come out. And if you look down here, you can see the clover that we've talked about that smells so sweet, and the bunnies love to eat that. I also see a butterfly, and I see birds, all signs of spring. One after another, the 5 baby rabbits hop out onto the lawn. They nibble clover blossoms and leaves. And there's the bees. The bees also like the clover. They meet grasshoppers, spiders, and bees. There's the grasshopper, and here's the spider, and again, there's the bee over there. All of a sudden, the sky turns dark, and big, heavy raindrops begin to fall. Look at the little bunnies. They're saying, what is that? What's that wet stuff falling from the sky? But Mom knows it's not safe for her bunnies to be out in the rain. A rabbit's fur is not waterproof. Baby rabbits can become soaked and catch cold. So Mother Rabbit hurries her babies back under the hedges. So she knows just how to take care of her babies. From their dry shelter, 5 baby rabbits watch the rain pouring down. So they're pretty safe under the hedges. A butterfly flutters in under the hedge and rests on a dry leaf. See, other animals come in out of the rain too. They know they don't want to get wet. Soon others come inside out of the rain. Oh, this is the bird we learned about last week, the hummingbird. See how tiny it is? It's even tinier than the baby bunnies. And I see a mouse over here that came in, and the grasshopper came in. They're all hiding from the rain. Outside in the shower, honeybees buzz by, flying in between the raindrops to stay dry. That's so cool. Every time I read this book, I think, is that true? Can bees fly so quickly and move that easily that they can go in between the raindrops? I guess it's true. I didn't know it until I read this book, but there they are, zip, 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 in and out of the raindrops. Suddenly the shower ends and the last few drops spatter down. What animal is this? That's right, that's a turtle. Do you think the rain bothered him? Probably not, because his shell is waterproof. He could just tuck himself inside, and I think they kind of like the rain. There goes the hummingbird. She's going back out. All together, the rabbits hop out onto the lawn. Look at their little fuzzy tails. They have little tails. to taste the wet grass and play rabbit tag in the sun. What is this, boys and girls? We worked on it last week again. A rainbow. Remember the colors? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv. That's how we remember the colors of the rainbow. There's that spider. And there is the clover again. If you see clover outside, sometimes it's white and sometimes it's purple. You can smell that. It smells so sweet and pretty. And that's what attracts the bees and the rabbits and other animals that eat them too. So I wanted to show you something fun today. I've been looking around the house for interesting things to show you. And I showed you my beach glass last week in that bowl. And I taught you how the glass gets tumbled in the sand and the ocean and it becomes smooth and people like to collect it. Well, another thing people like to collect on the beach, on the sand, are seashells. So I brought out some of my nicest shells here to show you. And some of them were found in New Jersey at the beaches here. And some of them I got in beaches in like Florida and Mexico, places like that. And I think some of them might even have been bought. Maybe my kids bought some of them. But I thought they would be interesting to show you the different kinds of shells. I'm pretty sure these are some of the ones that they found. And this is the inside. They're very smooth on the inside. And this one, I think, looks kind of worn down, just the way the beach glass got worn down. But there the animals lived inside of them. There would be a matching one on the other side, and an animal would be inside. And this is a beautiful shell, too. The ocean wore through and made a hole in it. Well, these are all homes for animals. Look at this one. And they're all a little bit different. This one has little spikes on it. They're not sharp, but I'm thinking maybe that was how God made the shell to protect the animal that used to live inside of it. And here's some smaller ones. I'll put them on my hand so you can see them. They're all a little bit different, but they're so beautiful, different colors. I love this one. I'll turn them over and you can see that hole is where the animals would go in. And let's see what else I have here. This is a pretty one. And I don't really know what this is. I want to say like not a sea urchin. I don't know. I surely should look it up and see. But I'm pretty sure that my kids found this one too. So that's cool. Look at this one. Really neat. And this one's very shiny. So I think that this one is one of the ones they may have bought in a store where they polished it up because it's super smooth and shiny. But it is a shell. And an animal crawled in there and lived in there. These are more of those scallop shells. People eat scallops. You might have had scallops. They eat the white, it's a little round fish inside. It's a fish. It's not really a fish. It's a sea creature, though. So pretty. If you can see a little pink color on the inside. So beautiful. This one. And another scallop. See, they would have gone together like this. And then they swim, and it pushes them along, and the little animal lived on the inside. And I think I've shown you all of the prettiest ones. This one's kind of big. Like this one, except it's smooth. It doesn't have those bumps on it. I wonder if it did at one time, and maybe they got kind of washed away, worn down from tumbling in the ocean. So that is my seashell collection. And I'm glad to be able to share it with you. So look around your house and see, maybe you can make a really cool rock collection. I'm going to show you my cool rock collection this week too. But you can make a nice collection of a lot of things. Ask mom and dad if you can take it in, if it's something that's from outside. But interesting leaves or sticks or cool rocks, you can find a lot of neat things outside. So try to start a little collection. We have some time now and see what you can collect. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Make sure you tune into the YouTube go to the email and read what I have in there. I'll put a little extra surprise in there for you, a little extra activity to do. And thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.